Good evening all. Welcome to my live broadcast 149, broadcasting from Auckland, New Zealand. My name is Key Pure and I'm addressing the Billion Coin community. Now tonight we'll be all over the place in the back office, some blogs, depending on how much time we've got. But first off, I want to go through a transaction from the actually I'll go and open it up now. Where are we? So you go into rewards, that's where you'll find all the transactions, and just go to transaction verification, and we will be working from the receiver side. So that's confirmation requests. So you just open that up. This is you when you're doing a transaction with between you and the trusted seller or a sponsor or whoever. So you just add request, open that up, and then you've got your name at the top. I'll just do my name. Anyway, that one there, surname, and then you open up the 009.net box, and we'll stick with the $100. That's the 40 grain. So we'll just click on $100. And this part here, your wallet address. So what you need to do there is go to the wallet, open your wallet up, and you'll see your wallet address on your very first page. Okay, when you open it up, so you just copy and paste that, bring it all the way back to back to here, and then you copy that into there. Okay, that's your wallet address goes in there. The date of transaction, which is 10th or Sunday, the 10th. Time of the transaction, so it's 3 minutes past 9, so that'll go 09, 03, and we'll probably say 30 seconds. Okay, then that one's done. Then you go down to the amount of kringles. Yeah, at this stage, it's 12 kringles per every $100. So you just click on the 12. And how do you want to do what are the transaction details, whether it's by bank, Bitcoin Cash, or Bitcoin Cash, whatever. I'm just going to put down Bitcoin Cash here. Now down here is where you put the seller's email down in there. Okay, put the trusted seller's email. So once you found the email, then you just copy and paste and put it in there, and just submit. That's all you do with that one. So I'll start again. Quite straightforward. Put your first name, and then your second name, and then the 009 wallet, and just click on the highlighted part. The amount of in US dollars. So we're only going to go for $100 US. And don't forget, you got your wallet address to put in, where you go to your wallet itself, and you log in your email, password, and so on, and you'll see your wallet address in there on the very first page. And we'll come back to here, and then the date and the time of the transaction, the amount of kringles for $100 is it's still at 12 kringles today. May change or it may not. Okay, and your details on how the transaction or the method of for the details. So this one here, I'll do half Bitcoin and half cash, or like it says down here, for example, Bitcoin or PayPal, cash, merchandise, services, etc. Be very specific so seller can remember. Then down here on the very last one is the seller's email address. Okay. So, and I'm just going to save that, and that's all. Okay. And that's all that is. It's quite straightforward. Just take that out. And there you have it. It's whenever you want to do a transaction, that is all that is required there. It's quite straightforward. And then you just submit. Now the person you're doing the transaction with, the seller, you'd be expecting this, so he will wait at his end for it to come in into this one, confirmation of the seller. And what will happen there, your name will come up down the bottom there, and it will say approve or reject. It'll have those two titles and where that approve is, and you just click on the one. But be very careful when you do these things that you, if you are the seller, be very careful. Wait till whatever it is you're dealing with, like cash or Bitcoin or things like merchandise. You make sure you have that first before you approve, or you would approve any of this. I would say not to use banks outside of New Zealand. That includes Australia. Don't go transactions with your bank, even if you have a trusted seller in Australia, because these banks here query everything that comes in from any country. These banks over here. So either have a Bitcoin wallet, and you best to do all the trading by Bitcoin, because it's just one Bitcoin wallet to another. And the moment you see the $100 worth of Bitcoin come in there, then you go in and approve it. Okay. Now we're going to go into cash flow coaching. Excuse me. Are you cash flowing $500 to $1,000 a week consistently in TBC? Well, for me, I ain't. I used to do a lot of big ones, but sort of slowed down right now. But I think there are a lot of people out there doing that, doing these big transactions. At this time in TBC history, you're well ahead of the pack if you're having that kind of cash flow or better. Also, you possess the most valuable knowledge that is needed desperately inside of the TBC community. You should turn the teachings of that knowledge into a service and call it cash flow coaching. Essentially, this blog can provide its students the book smarts, but you have what it is called street smarts. Members should be lining up to learn from you. On the other hand, are you that are reading this blog right now struggling to earn an income with TBC? If that is the case, I hope this blog will connect you and our cash flow coaches together. Just don't expect getting that knowledge to be cheap and certainly not free. One of the biggest reasons for personal failure is the complete unwillingness to invest in oneself. Do you expect everything around you should just be free? True leaders never work for free. Yes, these leaders do give out plenty of free samples of what they have to offer, but in the end, if you want to get what they got, you will have to pay to get it, the full package. The free stuff will only take you so far, and that is really the difference between book smarts and street smarts. I have those street smarts and have a proven track record within many ventures of becoming a cash flow giant. But as I attempt to pass the know-how along to you, here I am handicapped text only and in bite-sized pieces too. You need flesh and blood. You need a coach you can completely interact with. You learn from them. You need the willing pay for your coach. You need to be willing. In the second and third world country, 500 to 1,000 US a week income is what wealthy people earn in first world countries. 500 to 1,000 a week is professional income, and you got some skill to earn it. But that is far from a wealthy income in a first world country. TBC does offer unlimited income potential, and I don't want you to get the impression that $500 to $1,000 a week is always going to be the top side of our community. That just seems to be the current case at this historic moment as I examine our members and their transactions. So if you are cash flowing $500 to $1,000 a week, you should develop a TBC cash flow coaching service above and beyond partnerships. Partnerships are easy and cut and dry at a 50-50 splits, but cash flow coaching is a game changer. I'll leave the structures of developing that up to your imagination. I do have some suggestions. Many of our broadcasters have over-delivered and consistently do over an hour a day. Consider keeping the free broadcast down to 30 minutes a day, and then do the other 30 plus minutes as private content. You can offer to just your subscribers that pay to see it and even interact with it. $10 a week per paid subscriber to have access to an ongoing library of your teachings by video would not be too much to ask. Setting up a website would naturally have to be part of delivering on that idea. Use part of the 30 minutes you give away as free samples to convince your viewers of your cash flow skills and explain to them how they can pay for you to coach them. You can sell your time in one-on-one sessions. Don't overprice your time when you start selling it by offering cash flow coaching. Make it very affordable at first. Then over time, raise the price of your time to meet the high-end demand of it. Success breeds success. As you transact, you should interview those that paid you on video and capture their reasons for doing business with you. Also, capture their success stories on video whenever one of your partners or students completes a transaction. Bring them onto your show and share the story behind the transaction. Here is an old but true saying: facts tell, but stories sell. People tire quickly of long daily lectures. People are entertained when they watch others in the dialogue. Half of what you see on TV is just two people at a time having a dialogue. That works long term. Lectures burn people out even if you are one that can deliver great monologues. Coaches should support the other coaches on these broadcasts. Join each other on each other's shows and share your wins and successes with each other in a dialogue on your shows. Yes, it is time for the broadcasting campaign to grow up a bit now from where we started. Broadcasting campaign continues even though we are starting this cash flow campaign too. Here's where we are going now. Smart members of TBC community will embrace the idea of purchasing cash flow coaching, and this will generate another revenue stream of income for those already doing good at daily cash flow. Duplication will naturally take over, and members that cash flow inside TBC will grow by leaps and bounds. Soon, every broadcast will be overflowing with dialogues of success stories. This will set the TBC community ablaze. Massive growth will come next. As you sell these services, you're free to make each a TBC transaction. For example, if you wanted to charge $10 a week for exclusive content you produce, you could collect that as you wish in cash or Bitcoin or whatever. But you could return $10 in TBC to them and make the whole thing a TBC transaction. And your services become the icing on the cake, icing on that transaction cake. Oh, but there's a drawback. The new wallet can't make even change on these types of small transactions. As I said before, this new wallet is not the last wallet we will develop. In the future, we will make a wallet that does small change. So just give 2 Kringle coins to cover a $10 transaction. I would not consider that as discounting the coin. That is just the right way to work with the current technology we have at this time. I hope this is very clear. We do need to move forward, and we need all those cash flow kings and queens to come out and offer some awesome coaching programs now. All right. The next one is the steps to a fast start. We've all seen this before. Okay. Here we go. Okay, steps to a fast start in the TBC community. Fast start cash income, a great way to earn an uncapped amount of additional income. Okay, receive the gift or you're sharing the gift. It's always first off. The only way you get started. Next one is complete the Kringle Cash profile. Okay. Pass the send button test, which is the 10 question. Pay the $10 admin fee, which is 4 grains. Set up a new wallet. That's a 009.net wallet. Set up a YouTube broadcast, which this is what I'm doing right now. Schedule a 30-minute broadcast inside the Kringle Cash back office. Do your broadcast. Purchase $100 of Kringles or 40 grains. Complete the transaction verification on buyer sign. So that was the one I went through earlier. Have the seller approve your transaction on the seller side. Select a broadcaster and become their partner. You can pick whoever you wish. And there's numerous of broadcasters around the world. You can pick whoever you want. Sign up everyone in your household and help them to receive the gift, even babies. Help each member of your household to complete the steps above. And it's the same steps that you would have done. Receive a 50% commission on each member of your household from your partner. Make a list of the 10 closest people to you in your life outside your household. Invite all 10 of them to receive the gift and complete the steps above. Now the next one here, I started it, but now nothing was happening for me. When you go to Facebook, post up all these Jiffy stickers and all that, and 50 a day. That wasn't a problem. Problem is, you're either gonna get some hits or you don't, and when you don't get any hits, you think, oh, this is a failure. So I just stopped doing that and did all mine verbally. Show interest in each of these Facebook friends that respond to your icebreaker. Once chat dialogue is showing open friendliness, invite them to receive the gift. Help those that receive the gift to complete the steps above. Work on your broadcasts, leads inside the KCBO. And this one at the very bottom, study the blog daily. So this one here, work on your broadcast leads inside of the KCBO. I'll go back into my Kringle cache because only broadcasters have that. Yeah. Only broadcasters have that. And this is it right down there. Broadcaster leads. Now what happens here is, the last time I did it was they post up 50 for you to work on, 50 leads from any country around the world, and I chose Australia.
Are you sharing?
Yeah. No, I didn't share. Sorry, folks. I missed out again. I'll have to go back and share. Oh, that's nearly finished. I never shared it. Never shared the screen the first time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in and do that live wallet one. Single cache. And this is when you require a purchase from another seller. So you go into there. Remember, you go into transaction verification and you click on confirmation request. Okay. Once you've done that, you just go add request and you type in your name, first name, second name. Then you open up the TBC 009 wallet and click on the highlighted area. And the amount transacted in American dollars, which will be 100. And for 100 or 40 grains, it's around 12 kringles today. And the next part here, your wallet address. Now you go to the 009 wallet, log in your email address, your password, your login, and you'll see your your wallet address pop up on the first page. So you copy and paste that, then go back and paste it in here. Okay, your wallet address. And then the next one is the date of transaction, which will be the 10th. And the time of purchase right now would be 0927 and say 30 seconds. And that's all that's required on the time of transaction. The amount in kringles, $100 US, is 12 kringles. The method of the transaction details, well, you have a choice: pay by Bitcoin, PayPal, or cash, or merchandise, services, etc. Be very specific so the seller can remember. So in here, I'm just going to put, say, Bitcoin Cash, half an hour. And right down here, seller's email. So you find whoever the seller is selling you the TBC, then he or she will either email it to you, and then you just pop it in there. And then after that, you submit it or save it until you get further information. If you don't have all the information that's required, or you just submit it, and the seller will receive that, and he or she will receive it right here. This is the senders, okay? They will receive it in this part here. And it's always on the very bottom line. And it either comes through, it will come through with two headings on it: approved or reject. So if you're happy with the transaction, this is the one that's selling the TBC. If you're happy with the transaction, then you approve it. If you're unhappy, don't approve it. Okay, until you see the either Bitcoin or whatever it is, the way of payment come into your wallet or wherever you have it going into. And then you come back and press approved. So that's quite straightforward with that one. You know, I'm sorry about doing that a bit too often. We're getting to share the screen. Right, back. Okay, here we go. With us. We had a beautiful weekend this weekend, especially today. And yesterday, we had a lot of success yesterday. So, just got to see what happens with the during the week when they all come to the party. Anyway, I'd like to thank Sister Carol, like always, my wife, Bex, my moderator, and Brother Bill and Brother Darren, always there. And there's one other person who's there. You're most welcome to come to my live broadcast. Same time every night, 9 p.m. New Zealand time. And I believe there's a daylight saving time, whether it's starting, in America anyway, so whatever that time is, yeah, that will affect us, I think, with our send button meetings. Anyway, you have a good evening, and once again, thank you all for watching my live broadcast. Hopefully, this week there'll be more more on the blogs. There's a lot of videos in there, but if you want to watch the videos, that's fine. It's a lot of information in a lot of those videos too. I learned a little bit. Okay. Thank you.